Hey, what's up everybody? It's NightScript2 here and welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to give you a quick guide on this Roblox game I found called Heads Please. And I've been playing this game for quite a while now, as you can see 32 hours, and I've been quite enjoying it. So I'm going to give you guys a little beginner's guide on how to play this game. Um, so yeah, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's just get started. The first thing you're gonna want to do when you join this game, you're gonna spawn here, in this massive base plate. And what you want to do is enter all your codes. Now I don't remember the codes off the top of my head, but sorry, the codes will probably be in the description or in a pinned comment down below. So make sure you go check that out. Next thing we want to do is, as you can see, we have 4 buttons on the left side of our screen here: a crafting menu, an inventory, a warp, and of course the index. What you're gonna want to do is teleport and click on coin shop here. And as you can see, we got teleported to the coin shop. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna step into this little green box here, and that's going to pull up this menu. Now what you want to do here is roll once. I believe when you start the game you have 100 coins, so you should have enough for one roll. And when you roll it, as you can see, I got an intermediate coin. You're probably not going to get as lucky. That was a 1 in 100. Wow. You're probably going to get something like a basic coin, but let's just pretend I just got the basic coin. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna press equip. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my screen, anywhere on my screen, and it's going to flip. As you can see, plus $13 heads, and if I flip it again, plus $4 tails. Now, the reason why we're getting a different amount of money each spin, we can actually see that in the stats menu for the coin. So if we go into our inventory again and click on our coin, as you can see, there's 3 different stats. The first one is how much money, how much base value you get after every click. The second one, CD, stands for cooldown, and it's how long it takes to flip your coin. So as you can see, 2 seconds. It's gonna take me around 2 seconds to finish flipping this coin. The last stat is, it says H and T. The H stands for heads and the T stands for tails. So as you can see, if I roll heads, it should be giving me $10 every time I flip heads, and it should be giving me $2.5 every time I flip tails. The reason why I'm making more money than that is actually because I have the VIP buff. If you're curious, you can get you can buy the VIP, and you'll also get a cool little title above your head. It is quite expensive, so I wouldn't recommend buying it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. The next thing I recommend doing is actually leaving the game here and joining the group and liking the game. And the reason why you want to do this is because I believe the game is not going to let you 10x roll unless you've both liked the game and joined the group. 50x roll just costs Robux. I wouldn't recommend buying 50x roll unless you spend like you plan on spending more than a day in this game. Like if you really like it, then yeah, 50x roll is worth it. But other than that, I wouldn't say you want to spend that much Robux. Then what? So what we're gonna want to do now is keep flipping our coin, and we're gonna flip and flip and flip until we get a rare coin. Now, the first rare coin you're going to get, most likely, is going to be the intermediate coin, the one that I flipped earlier, the 1 in 100. We're gonna flip this coin, and as you can see, it's already making us a significantly more money than the other coin. I flipped tails there. It's gonna give you $75 per click, and once again, multiply by 2 every heads and halved every tails. We're gonna want to keep flipping until we get a you're gonna keep moving up the rare coins. The next one's the bomb coin and the magma coin, and so on until eventually you get lucky and roll a legendary coin. Now the easiest legendary coin to get, I believe, is the luminous coin. It is, let's see, a 1 in 1,500. Or you could aim for one of these epics. The yin and yang coin are, I believe, are the easiest epics to get. After you have an epic or legendary coin. So once you get an epic or legendary coin, doesn't really matter which one you get. Let's say I got the yang coin first. What I want to do now is actually click on warps again, and this time I'm gonna warp to the enchant room. So if I click on this enchant room button, we're now here in, as you can see, we're underground. It's, you could even walk here, but I just prefer warping. And you're gonna see this wonderful pedestal here. And let's say I want to enchant my yang coin. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna press F if you're on PC, and then it should, after this little animation, give me an enchant. So as you can see here, I got Clover 1, which is gonna give me luck for a bit. Another thing is, I don't know why the enchants haven't been translated yet. Hopefully that gets fixed soon. But this game is in Korean, so yeah, let's hope they fix that soon. Every time you enchant a coin, it's going to cost you one enchantment book. And you can find out how many enchant books you have by opening your inventory and going into the items tab, and you should see enchant book. If you don't have any, there are three ways to get it, I believe. The first way is by going into the coin shop and flipping and flipping. I don't know the exact chances of getting the enchant book, but I believe you can get it from the coin shop. And the more reliable method is by flipping your coin, and every time you flip your coin, there's actually a 1 in 150 chance of you getting the enchant book. So once you have enough enchant books, what you want to do is come here, enchant, like I said, and there are actually 5 enchants you can obtainable in the game right now. The only enchants you need to be worrying about at this stage of the game is Clover, Wealth, and Flash. Now, Clover is going to give you a luck boost. Wealth is going to give you a boost in how much money you make per flip, and Flash is going to be affect your cooldown, so how fast you can flip your coin. I got Clover, so we should be flipping heads a little more often than we flip tails, as you can see now. Um, the next thing we're gonna want to do is, oh, I forgot to mention, you can also spend Robux on buying enchant books, but the prices are very, very bad, so I do not recommend this method at all. I would just recommend flipping coins until you have enough enchant books. The next thing we're gonna want to do here is teleporting back to spawn. And now we're actually gonna look, ideally you'd have a legendary coin by now, so let's say I got the gamble coin, or more realistically the luminous coin actually. So let's say I have the luminous coin. What I want to do at this stage of the game is go into my crafting menu. And as you can see here, there are a lot of interesting things you can craft. What you want to be focusing on right now is the gigantic coin. And this is going to be your first mythic. Once you have gathered enough basic coins, silver coins, and gold coins, the only thing you need is a gravity coin. Now, you might be wondering, if I go into the coin shop here, there's no um, gravity coin. So how would I go about obtaining this gravity coin? What you actually want to do here is go to spawn, and there is a secret gacha located on this map. And if you look around, there should be a tree that is slightly, you can see there's smoke coming out of the ground, and there's a purple pinkish glow in the tree. We're gonna want to head over to the tree, and once I step into this the mud, it brings me to like this void-like place. And here we see a celestial deity, I think. I don't really know what he is. I'm just gonna call him a celestial deity. But it costs $10,000 every time to flip once. Um, and when you flip it, if the game's a bit laggy right now, but as you can see, these are all the things we can get from flipping this coin. A basic coin, lightning coin, fire coin, water coin, ice coin. And we have the elemental template and the gravity coin. This is what you want. You're aiming for the 1 in 1,000 gravity coin. So on average, this shouldn't be taking you too long. But if you spend a good amount of time in this game, eventually you're gonna get a gravity coin. And let me see if I can find it. The gravity coin. Oh, I actually don't have any right now, but if you manage to get a gravity coin, what you're gonna want to do is head into your crafting menu, and once you have enough requirements, you're gonna craft the gigantic coin by pressing this button right here. I don't know why that's not translated either. Once this should be your first mythic, the gigantic coin, and compared to the legendary coins, the let's say Gamble Core, 500 to 1,000, this is a massive step up. As you can see, we're making $3,000 to $4,000 every click, and the cooldown is going to be 2 seconds. And if you have a good enchant like me, on your gigantic coin like wealth 3, you're going to be making a lot of money, and this is the point in the game where you just start printing cash, right? You're going to be making so much money, you're not going to know what to do with it. The next mythic coin that we're aiming for is going to be the Trinity coin. Now, you might be wondering, wait, the gigantic coin gives us $3,000 to $4,000 per click. So doesn't that mean the Trinity coin is a little worse than the gigantic coin? And I would agree with that. But the problem is gigantic coin, as you can see here, every time you flip heads, it's only a 1.5 times increase, and every time you flip tails, it's a 0.66. So if you do the math here, Trinity coin, we get a cool aura here if we equip it, is going to be on average making you more money than the gigantic coin. In order to get the Trinity coin, what you're gonna have to do is go back into the glowing tree over here, and we're going to need a fragment of fire, a fragment of grass, and a fragment of water. The yin and yang coin can just be crafted with this one yin coin, one yang coin. You should be able to get that pretty easily if you don't have it by now. Your luminous coin can be obtained from the coin shop. The arcane coin is a bit harder to obtain. Yeah, you need 10 lightning coins, 10 fire coins, 10 ice coins, and 30 leaf coins. All of those, I believe, can be obtained from if it lets me go in the gacha over here. Yep, as you can see, fire coin, water coin, ice coin, lightning coin. You're gonna want to craft the Trinity coin. Now, the fragment of grass, water, and fire are the hardest to obtain. Like in the recipe for this coin, the way you obtain this is with luminous coins again, arcane coins, and you're gonna need something called a template of fire, a template of water, and a template of grass. In order to obtain these templates, you just go into the crafting menu again, and you're going to need one elemental template and 20 leaf coins, 20 water coins, and 20 fire coins. The elemental templates are 1 in 500, so this should be taking you a while to get. But once you do get it, you're gonna go over here and craft the Trinity coin. I'm not gonna craft it, but you're gonna obtain your Trinity coin. And if you have a good enchant on your Trinity coin, for example, I have Flash 1 Wealth 2 on my Trinity coin, you're gonna be making more. You should theoretically be making more money than you did with the gigantic coin, unless you had some like insane enchant on your gigantic coin, like Wealth 5 or something. Then your gigantic coin will still be making you more money. But the next coin you're going to want to get, and this is going to be the coin you use for a really long time, it is going to be the galaxy coin. Now, to obtain the galaxy coin, you're going to need 5 gravity coins, which is already really rare from the gacha. You're going to need 3 anti-gravity coins, which I believe is from the coin shop. Yep, a 1 in 4,000. And you're going to need a let's see, you're going to need 5 arcane coins, which here's the recipe. The reason why this is the coin you're gonna be using for a while is because now I would say once you get the galaxy coin, you've completed like the mid game stage, right? Now you're onto the late game stage. The late game stage, there's really only 3 coins you can go for. The first coin is, if we go back to the glowing tree, while we're looking for the second coin, the first coin the first late game coin we're gonna be looking for is, if we go here, Yep, going to be the black hole coin. Now this is a 1 in 100,000 chance, so it is pretty rare. If you get this while spinning for the materials for your gigantic Trinity coin or Galaxy coin, that is really really good for you because the black hole coin is going to be the best coin for a while. As you can see, I've been playing this game for around 30 hours, and my best coin is still the Galaxy coin. I have yet to obtain the black hole coin. But the other options are, if we go into our inventory here, or if you don't have one, go into the coin shop here and flip until you get an unsteady coin. Now the unsteady coin is a 1 in 3,000, so I am going to be pretty shocked if you don't have it by now. If we equip it here, as you can see, I have Clover 2 and Flash 2 on mine. What you're going to want to do for this next coin is keep enchanting until you get a good level of Flash. And the reason why you want that is if you flip it, every time you flip the unsteady coin, there is a 1 in 200,000 that you get the void coin. Sorry, yeah, the void coin. The void coin is going to be your second late game coin. Unfortunately, I also don't have it, so I can't give you an example of what it looks like. But it is 1 in 200,000. Now I did the math. On average, if you had no flash enchantment and you had auto flip, and you were flipping constantly, never stopping, it would take on average 3 days, 3 whole days of flipping for you to get this coin. So it is quite rare. This is the one I personally, first late game coin I recommend going for because the other ones are just so inconsistent. The last coin, actually we do have an example because this person over here has the Seraphim coin. Now the Seraphim coin, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Seraphim coin is currently the best coin in the game right now. And you might have obtained it if you got really lucky. You might have obtained it while going through your early and mid game stages. If we warp over to our coin shop here, the Seraphim coin is a 1 in 10 million. Now, this may not seem like a lot, but trust me, I have been playing for this game for around 30 hours now, and right now I only have 100 million coins. And on average, in order to get the Seraphim coin, you would need at least 2 billion coins. Um, for a long time, um, the chances were much lower than 10 million. I believe the chances were 1 in 500,000. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was really easy to obtain it back then, but now it's a bit harder to obtain, with a lot harder actually, with a 1 in 10 million chance. And once you obtain one of these coins, I would say you're at the very very late game. Once you obtain the Seraphim coin, there isn't really much to do left in the game. The only thing you can do if you're interested is collecting these yacht sticks. Now these, oh, and you can see there I just got an enchant book. But you can go around collecting these yacht sticks, and you can go into your items once again to see your yacht. And every time you use it, you get a certain amount of songpyeon, which is basically like the candy in English. And when we go over to this building, it's just sort of next to the coin shop, or sorry, the market. We're gonna come into the here, and what you're gonna be able to do is open. Now I'm not gonna do it because I don't have enough songpyeon, or for this, but you can open a I don't know what to call this, an orb, I guess. And when you open it, you can see here are the chances. You have a Songpyeon coin, pink Songpyeon coin, and all the way up to a Moon Rabbit coin. I would not recommend going for this. Instead, what I recommend here, oh, I just bought one by accident. What I recommend here is for you to obtain a luck token, a flash token, or a wealth token. And what these do is they're like potions sort of if you played other Roblox games. If you buy a luck token, it's gonna give you the an extra clover effect, I believe, for I actually don't remember how long, but it's going to give you like an effect for a while, and that's going to really help with making more money. The best thing though from this entire shop is the Chuseok token. And what you can do, it costs 150 songpyeon. Once you get a true stock token, go into your inventory and you're gonna want to consume or use the true stock token. As you can see, it says increase gacha luck by 10,000% for one draw upon use. Now this is really helpful in obtaining either the black hole or the and as you can see here we have an example of the void coin if he stops running. Okay, I don't know where he went, but that was the void coin. Um, um, if you use your true stock token, it's going to really increase the chances of you being able to get a black hole coin or a seraphim coin. So let's go into our inventory, use up our true stock token, and then we're going to buy one roll, and we got an elemental template which is 1 in a 500, so as you can see it really increases the chance for that. Unfortunately we did not get the black hole coin as it is very rare, but yeah, that's about it. The last thing I want to go over is the market, and if we warp to the market over here, what we're going to be able to do is put coins in. Let's say I put one sans coin in, it's going to give me a certain amount of points, and the rarer the coin, the more points it's going to give. So as you can see, the gamble core only gave me 1,000, whereas the sans coin gave me 30,000. If you put enough into the cases, you're going to be able to obtain money for coins. So let's say we open a case 3, that we have a 1 in 100 chance of making $3 million, 1 in 5 chance of making $2 million, 1 in 4 chance of making 1.5 million. You get the point. Basically, this market here is just for exchanging your coins for actual money. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend. I mean, I would recommend doing this if you have like an absurd amount of coins like me. So let's say we enter 300,000 coins in here. Normal coins is going to give me like 50,000 points. And that is really good because I basically don't have any more uses for these coins, so it's just free money. But yeah. Um, Once you get the Seraphim coin, there is kind of a lack of content in the game right now. This game hasn't been out for too long, so hopefully the devs add more. But yeah, that was it for the guide, and I will hopefully see you in a different video. As I said, the codes are going to be probably in the description below. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, and if you want me to cover or give you guides on more Roblox games, please leave a comment down below. You can recommend games for me to check out. For example, a really popular one right now is Fish. I might do a guide for that soon. Or you could give me more niche Roblox games, and I'll definitely check them out. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. That was the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you liked it. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye bye.